Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Frankie Hardwork. And yeah, this video is about the Jay-Z verse. You know, that Jay-Z verse, he was definitely dropping a lot of jewels, dropping a lot of knowledge. But one thing that kind of really caught my eye was the one when he basically was saying, like, he was like pretty much giving Nipsey Hussle game, you know what I mean? Like kind of forewarning him, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you hear that, and then I'm gonna come back with my commentary.
To anybody still confused as to what he was doing, make right in the hood to keep us trapped. The red line and the probably declines if you live by black. I don't think they hear me though. Okay. Gentrify your own hood before these people do it. Claim eminent domain and have your people moving. That's a small glimpse into what Nipsey was doing. For anybody still confused as to what he was doing, the neighborhood designed to keep us trapped. They redlined it, so property declines if you live by blacks. They depress the asset and take the property back. It's a ruthless but a genius plan in fact. So now we fighting over scraps. Crabs in the barrel, but crabs don't belong in the barrel, and they ain't never tell us that. So in the barrel, we gonna act like we act. We can easily get out the barrel if we stand on each other's back. Whoever gets on top, as long as they stay attached, they can pull everybody out. I was doing just that. I told neighborhood niggas to stay close. $100 million on your schedule. Lay low. Tell your team to be on point in the places that they go. I never dreamed he'd get killed in the place that he called home. How we gonna get in power with you the source? But y'all like to run off on the plug, so of course, that ain't lit, that's a means to an end. Me and my team was playing the plug and had a plan. Sometimes we was only making 1,000 a joint. That ain't no money, but that ain't the point. So those 92 bricks was only 92,000. So y'all can close your mouth, it ain't nothing for y'all to wow. But it is starting to study. We was chasing our goals, not chasing money. Niggas chasing hoes, we find that funny. I pull up in the roads, that hoe gon' want me. But I don't want no hoe, I want a wife. Somebody to bounce these ideas off at night. I be going to sleep hoping men visit me. That young king had a lot of jewels to split with me. And we ain't gotta leave the hood physically, but we gotta leave that shit mentally. Somehow, some way, we're gonna make it up out the hood someday. Somehow, some way, we gonna make it up out the life. Right. Somehow, some way, we gotta make it up out the hood someday. Somehow, some way, we gotta make it up out this life. Somehow, some way.
Yeah, I'm back. But yeah, so, I mean, he was definitely dropping a lot of jewels in there, and I'm going to get to the rest of it. But the most noticeable thing, one of the most notable thing I noticed about that verse was what he was basically telling Nip. Like, it was like he was basically telling Nip, like, listen, you got to be careful, man. Like, you getting money now. I mean, you on the low, but at the same time, you're becoming a big target now. You're doing things for your hood. You offering to buy people property. You basically you're doing this Vector 90. You doing a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful of how you moving. You know what I mean? Your team need to be on point. Everybody need to be on point because Jay-Z, trust me, he been in this for a very long time. I'm pretty sure he's seen things and heard things, so he got to move accordingly. He can't move like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Because Jay is a real deal boss, And the thing about Jay, what I like about Jay is that he really taking this step right here. He really taking this big homie step, and he really he's sticking with it. And I believe that he really had a real liking in the Nipsey, because he dealt with him before, because that beat that Nipsey got, that Hussle and Elevate, Hussle and Motivate, that right there, that was a Jay-Z sample. Jay-Z owned that sample now, so he had to go see Jay-Z. So whoever do that sample, they have to go see Jayz, because Jayz pretty much made a deal with the guy, stating like, I want to get this sample from you, but everybody else gonna be able to use this too. Nipsey was talking about that. So, but the thing about I want to get back to as far as that that situation, like Nipsey, we can I guess we can leave the conspiracy things behind, but Nipsey, he was a smart young man. He had enemies from different angles, that we probably didn't even know about. You got corporate enemies, you got people in the hood that don't like you, then you just got politics, people in the government. I hate to say the government, but the people that's basically was building that stadium over there, because they're trying to build the LA Rams stadium over there. So with that situation, it's like you definitely got to move different when you investing a lot of money into that and a lot of star power into that. Like, people don't like that. People don't want to see you bring your hood up. People don't want to see the hood come up. People want to see the hood exactly where it is. They want to run through it just like they ran through every other hood. You understand? And another thing we was talking about in there, and I spoke about this in my last video. When Nipsey died, rest in peace Nipsey, everybody was saying this, and I said this in my last video. Everybody talking about lead the hood, and it's like, how can you even say something like that? Like, me personally, I always say, like, you can't lead the hood. Like, you gotta invest in the hood. Because think about it, and I said this in my last video with the Suge Knight, when Suge Knight said he was one of the people that was saying, like, you gotta leave the hood alone. But in that video, we'll be the first one that sit there and be like, oh my God, all these Jewish people, white people, all these people is buying up all the property and being greedy and kicking us out of it and raising the rent. But what we doing though? What's the first thing we do? We get money. We run right to the white neighborhoods and try to live up there instead of building our community. And okay, you're gonna make money. Why? Because you're gonna make money, but at the same time, the money staying in that property. The black dollar stays in the black community for like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that's ridiculous. Why everybody else dollar bounce around, Jewish community, Spanish community, Chinese community, they bounce around more than 5 times, more than 7 times. I was bouncing around for 5 to 10 minutes, and it's already in somebody else's community. So when everybody sit there and talk about, oh, lead the hood, yeah, we gotta gentrify the hood, like just exactly like he said, and I'm so glad that he spoke on that, because real talk is I'm hearing it too much that everybody, when they get their money, they say, get your money, lead the hood, forget the hood, and it's like, really? Like, remember, it's people in the hood now. We still got young black kids in the hood, young black women, young black men, young black little boys, young black little girls that need people to come back and reach out for them. Not to just be like, all right, we made it, forget them. Like, I don't understand people sometimes. Like, I'm not even going to say in front, I don't understand people sometimes. And another thing that I like that he dropped about that crab in a bucket thing. That was the ill line right there, like the crab in the bucket situation. That was an ill line because, that's, I also said that in my last video, that's the mentality that everybody's saying, that we have. But he broke it down. He broke it down by saying, because, everybody, when we talk about us as a black race, we always say it's a crab in a bucket mentality. And I'm one of the people that also said it as well. But the way he broke that down was, a crab, did they ever mention to you that a crab not supposed to be in a bucket? Crab's supposed to be in the sea, right? Free, swimming, amongst other crabs, you know what I mean? Living their life free, no restrictions, no nothing. So that do make sense when you break it down. A crab not supposed to be in the bucket. But another thing that he said that we need to realize too, because we got to bring it back to us again. Even though we got, we got restrictions against us, we got so much against us, we got to bring it back to us too. And that goes back to just everybody want to lead a hood. He brought it back to us by saying, if we all stand on each other's shoulders if the crabs do that, they can get out the bucket and one can reach back and pull. As we should, you see what I'm saying? As we should. Like people, that's why when people sitting there screaming out, get your money and get out the hood and da. It's like, yo, only black people do that. White people don't do that. White people, they build, they invest in their community, they invest in their schools. You understand? Dr. Dre did something like that with the $70 million thing with the USC. I don't agree with that. I still think he could have did something else with that $70 million. I think that was way too much to go to a college just to put his name up there. I don't know if it was some more relevance to it. I'm not sure. Somebody can let me know in the comments, but I think that was just entirely too much. But everybody sitting there with this leaderhood mentality, nah, I can't condone that. I can't condone that. I just can't. And then another thing he said, about, we don't have to lead her physically, but we definitely gotta lead that shit mentally. And I see what he was saying with that, because you can twist and turn that too. And I'm saying, like, what he meant by that is you can't lead this hood. Your presence have to be known. You cannot lead the hood. Once we just stop caring about the hood, it's over. They taking over the hood, and there ain't going to be no more hood. It's going to be the suburbs, and then nobody ain't going to be able to live nowhere. And then you think it's poverty now, it's going to be poverty serious then. You see what I'm saying? So I see where he going with when he say we can't leave him physically. And with the mental part, I feel him on that. But I think it's like different lines with that. And the reason why I feel like that is because, let's keep it 100, right? When you're a person that been in the hood and been, hustling and moving around the hood, keeping your eyes open, staying on point in the hood, and you not in that life no more, you still keep that same mentality. And when I say the hood mentality, I don't mean like you out there talking about busting your guns and just acting real hood, wherever you at. Nah, I'm talking about you bring that hood mentality with you, whereas you could take your hood business set, and bring it right to corporate with you and move up. Because, hood people, believe it or not, people from the hood, niggas from the hood, like niggas like us from the hood, we good with numbers, we good with putting teams together, we good with keeping our eyes open, things of that nature. You understand? So I feel that a lot of that goes with you. Because you understand, when you working, right, and you coming, when you're not in the hood no more, but you still got that hood grind in you. You take that to corporate, or you take that to the working world, you're a threat. And they know that, because they know that you're very smart, and they know that you got that hunger in you. They know that it's just like being on the block all day. Like, you know what? I'm out here all day. I'm breaking down. I'm getting this money. I'm not moving. When you bring that type of mentality to the workforce, you're dangerous. And they know that. Believe it or not. And that's why a lot of companies is hiring people coming home from jail now. Because they see the difference. I mean, it ain't a whole lot, but they see a trend. I believe a trend about to come. Because they see it. This dude that come home, these people that come home, only been home for like 5 months. And what they do, save their money. Their mindset is right. In like 5-6 months, they got a car, they got an apartment, they got a decent job, and they doing what they doing. So, you know what I mean? You can't, you know what I mean? So I feel where Jay coming from with that. We definitely got to leave it mentally. And what he meant by that, we got to leave it mentally, it's like, listen, we can't bring this hood shit out there to the corporate world, like moving the way we moving. We gotta think a step ahead. Like in the hood, you're small-minded in most cases. In most cases, you ain't thinking about everything else. You just thinking about what's going on right then and there. When you in a corporate, you can't have that hood mentality. You got to think 10 steps ahead, because they thinking 20 steps ahead. They thinking 7 steps ahead. So you got to think 10 steps ahead. So I'm not gonna keep going all long. I feel as though I've been going long enough. I usually don't make videos this long, but that J verse was crazy. So it was just something I just thought about, and I want you to tell me what you got from that Jay-Z verse, what you heard from it. But it's your boy Frankie Hard Work. Y'all be easy, man. Like, comment, subscribe as well.